Hello, Faith Community. It's Pastor Cam back again with another passage of the day, and today's passage comes from the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 1, verse 11 and 12. It says, "Then David took hold of his clothes and tore them, and so did the men who were with him, and they mourned and wept and fasted until evening for Saul and for Jonathan his son, for the people of the Lord and for the house of Israel, because they had fallen by the sword." Now, if you know the backstory, David was on the run from King Saul. King Saul was coming after David. Over and over, King Saul wanted to kill David. There's nothing that David had done to King Saul to cause this, but King Saul wanted to kill David, and so he went after him. And here we see it reported to David and his men that King Saul has died. And instead of rejoicing, he mourned. And this is one of the things that makes David a spectacular, or for lack of a better term, makes him an odd individual, because he reacted differently than what society norm would be. If somebody's coming to get you and trying to do you harm, and when they're finally no longer able to do you harm, instead of rejoicing, he mourned. And this lines up with scripture. Yeah, he tried to defend himself. He tried to preserve his own life. He tried to preserve the life of those with him. But he loved his enemy. And that's what we're led to do as Christians, to love our enemy. Yes, we can protect our own lives, but it should never be to the point where we're happy and joyful when we see our enemies fall. The Bible tells us to love our enemies and pray for those who persecute us. And that's what we see in David's life. Thank you, and God bless.